Good evening and welcome back to News80. I'm Rhea Sage and we have some new topics for you today. I'm going to hand it over to Anna to talk about Reagan and the economy.
Ronald Reagan has just released his new economic policy, which is known as Reaganomics. His economic policy is commonly associated with the trickle-down economy, which is that lowering taxes on businesses will increase unemployment and therefore increase worker pay. This will try to help with the problem of increasing unemployment that the United States is going through right now. This image shows Ronald Reagan talking about his Reaganomics in today. Reaganomics is proposed to return the United States to a free enterprise or free market economy. This idea has been in favor since FDR's New Deal policies. The low taxes has made the gross domestic product drop. Reagan's cut on taxes on unearned income reduced the maximum capital gains rate to only 20%. This is the lowest it's been since Hoover's presidency. Reagan created the Economic Recovery Tax Act, which lowered the top marginal tax bracket from 70% to 50% and the lowest bracket from 14% to 11%. Reagan wants to return to a laissez-faire and wants to return to the gold standard changed by President Frederick Roosevelt. Reagan has changed the economy and expanded the military while ending the Cold War. That's all I have today on economy and Reagan. Our next story is about strategic defense with Aaron Juarez.
And my next topic is over the Strategic Defense Initiative, SDI, also known as Star Wars, was a program first initiated on March 23, 1983, under President Ronald Reagan. The intent of this program was to develop a sophisticated anti-ballistic missile system in order to prevent missile attacks from other countries, specifically the Soviet Union. And back.
Thanks, Aaron. Now we're going to go to Nick to talk about the Berlin Wall.
Okay, well, here we're at the Berlin Wall falling because the Soviet Union couldn't hold on. Because of their economic, social pressures from the U.S. and other nations, they've let go of Berlin and all of Germany here.
We're going to go back to Aaron to talk about the tragic shuttle explosion.
Then we'll be talking about the Space Challenger explosion. On January 28, 1986, the American shuttle orbiter Challenger broke up 73 seconds after its launch. There were 8 people aboard the space shuttle. The mission launch Space Center at Cape Canaveral, Florida, was delayed for 6 days due to weather and technical problems. The morning on January was unusually cold, and the engineers warned their superiors not to launch the space shuttle. The rubber O-ring that sealed the joints on the shuttle's solid rocket boosters were due to failure at low temperature.
Thanks, Aaron. Now we're going to go to Anna to talk about equal rights.
The struggle for equal rights is something that Native Americans, Latinos, African Americans, and women have been fighting for since the creation of the United States. Alice Paul and Crystal Eastman first introduced the Equal Rights Amendment to Congress in 1923, and today women still don't have equal rights. Women did earn the right to vote in the 1920s, but way longer after all men. The women today are marching and having protests for their rights. This image is an example of women rioting for their rights with posters. The National Organization of Women was created in 1966 by Betty Freeman and is still in effect today. This group is fighting for the passage of the Equal Rights Act in court's case versus Idaho, and the court declared that the grounds of the Equal Rights Amendment were dead. The reason women are arguing for their rights is because they are paid less than men for the same job, and they are also not offered the same job opportunities. Women are fighting for these rights are called feminists. There's still a long way to go before everyone in the United States has equal rights, but the fight will continue. Our next story is on social concerns with Nick.
The 1980s was riddled with drugs, heroin, crack, cannabis, alcohol, tobacco, all those bad things. But today we're going to talk about crack cocaine, a smokable form of cocaine.
Thanks, Nick. Now I'm going to talk about some of the fashion trends. Over the years, it's gotten very colorful. Spandex and leggings are popular at the moment, as well as matching leg warmers. If you have long hair, scrunchies are perfect to hold it all back. I've also seen some pretty short shorts on a lot of boys lately, and they look great with tall socks and running shoes. It looks like everyone is about to make an exercise tutorial. But don't get me wrong, it looks awesome. Also, fanny packs are going fast. They're hip and it's perfect to keep your cassette player in to listen to all your favorite music. Speaking of music, there's a lot of new songs out right now. Purple Rain by Prince, Total Eclipse of the Heart, and Billie Jean by Michael Jackson. If you like bands, there's Guns N' Roses, Bon Jovi, Duran Duran, and a lot more. Like I said before, cassette players are great small devices to have all of that music on for the go. MTV is a recently new television station that plays tons of music videos. It's headquartered in New York City and is targeted towards teenagers. Music is making a big breakthrough. That's all for today on News 80. We all hope to see you next time.